Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm happy that you're here joining me again today. So I'm going to be talking about holistic treatment for healing eczema. That's going to be the topic for today's video. Just to introduce myself, in case you've not seen this YouTube channel before, my name is Trudy and I'm the founder of Deeper Than Eczema. As well as YouTube channel, I also have a blog and social media platforms which you can find in the description below. Just to say as well, before I start talking about my experiences with holistic treatment, I'm not a medical professional and I'm not qualified to practice holistic treatment. I strongly recommend doing research and seeking advice from a medical professional or somebody qualified to carry out holistic practices, just for your own peace of mind and just to learn, because we're all different. So now that I've said my disclaimer, I'm going to be talking about my experience of holistic treatment. So I actually am a strong believer that basically our thinking and our mind has a role to play with not just eczema, but with all medical conditions that we have. So basically, any traumas that we have in our lives, whether it would be a physical trauma, a mental trauma, emotional, any basically type of trauma, as we grow up in our lives, that the trauma is trapped inside our bodies. And because it's trapped inside of bodies, this basically does lead to multiple health conditions. And the reason why I'm a stronger believer in that is, if you've seen my video where I talk about my eczema journey or read my blogs, I actually do state that as a child, I didn't really have eczema as a child. I just had dry skin and I just used Aqueous cream. It wasn't until I was in my teens that eczema basically became a problem for me. So I actually do believe and I actually do agree that trauma which I had during my childhood played a role into my body and basically caused the eczema to come out, as well as other factors basically, because I do have atopic eczema, so that obviously links to asthma and hay fever because I've got those as well. So as well as that, I do actually believe that there is some kind of holistic trauma that happened to me throughout my lifetime that caused this, because of the stage of my life that the eczema actually happened. Okay, so moving on. So holistic treatments, etc., which I've done and I've experimented on, has included basically changing my mindset and reframing the mind. So anything sort of negative or any limited beliefs which we kind of built up from our childhood into our adulthood, basically being able to reframe that and think positively is practices that I've done holistically. Another one is EFT, which stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques. And if you want more information about emotional freedom techniques, there are many YouTube videos about it. There are many websites about it. It basically involves tapping on certain areas of the body. And by tapping on certain areas of the body, we are able to feel deep within ourselves and basically work out where the trauma is, which part of our body then feels uncomfortable, and then further work can be done on there. So I've basically done change of mindset, as I said. I've also done EFT, which stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques. And other ones, it's just personal coaching, just coaching, mentoring, therapy, etc. So those things as well. Coaching is more about moving forward. So basically identifying a problem. This is the problem. I don't want to be this anymore. This is how I want to be. And this is moving on to the future. Mentoring is more somebody guiding you who's more experienced, help you to tackle a problem. And therapy is more looking into the past. And that involves looking at your inner child, many different types of trauma, and there's many different types of therapy on there. There's lots of information on that on YouTube and also just by searching on Google as well. So those are things, practices that I've tried from a holistic point of view, which I've done. And if I was to give my feedback about all of those experiences, it's not 100% healed the eczema. So this isn't to say that it doesn't work. So this is not to criticize any of these practices. It's just that obviously I've done it. It's improved my way of thinking, it's improved my mind, it's been able to identify, um, you know, why I am the way I am, why I think the way I think, and all of that is down to, how we grow up and how we're brought up in our childhood. So I've been able to pinpoint that and identify that from sort of a mental health perspective, but not from a healing perspective or a healing angle. So I think for me personally, I would need to do some more in-depth work in this area. I strongly do think and I strongly do believe that, as well as caring for the physical side of our skin, obviously making sure that we've got the correct moisturizer, healthy diet, all of those things, etc., play a role in keeping our skin healthy, and obviously managing the eczema from a physical perspective. But being able to manage things mentally and being able to heal from within our past traumas, I personally think that I need to do some more work on it. Basically, even though I've tried it, it's not enough. So I feel like with holistic measures, I've more or less scratched the surface of it, but it's not been deep enough to get into, the past experience and the past traumas that I've had. Because I do strongly believe, as I said, if I am able to get deeper into that, then I think that not only eczema, I think any other health conditions that I have will also improve and also prevent from further health conditions in the future. I'm a strong believer of it. So yeah, I'm going to end things there. Thanks for watching, and I will look forward to seeing you again in future videos. Don't forget to like the video, make a comment, subscribe to my channel as well, and if you subscribe to the blog, you'll be able to get a free gift from me, which is a free eczema tracker. You'll be able to get access to obviously all of the blogs as well, and you just be able to hear more information from me just by subscribing. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in my future videos. Take care, everybody.